Bound by Shadows. Episode 1. The Transaction. Elena. The dress costs more than my father's life apparently. White silk that clings and flows in all the right places, custom made to fit me perfectly. I should feel like a bride. Instead, I feel like merchandise being wrapped for delivery. My hands shake as I try to fasten the diamond bracelet. His gift, delivered this morning with no note. Just cold stones that probably cost more than everything my family owns. Elena. My father's voice from the doorway makes me flinch. It's time. Papa, please. My voice cracks. There has to be another way. He finally looks at me, and the guilt in his eyes is somehow worse than everything else. $3 million, Mija. I owe Damian Volkov $3 million. He could have killed us all. Instead, he's offering you protection. A life. A prison sentence with a ring, I correct bitterly. He gave his word you won't be harmed. His word. The word of a man who built an empire on blood and fear. How comforting. The chapel is obscene in its beauty. White roses everywhere, their scent thick and cloying. My father's friends fill maybe 3 rows. The rest, hundreds of people dripping in diamonds and designer clothes, belong to him. To Damian Volkov, the man I'm about to marry. The music starts. Wagner, because apparently we're playing at a fairy tale. I force myself to look at him as I walk down the aisle. Damian Volkov stands at the altar like he owns it, owns everything, owns me. Tall, broad-shouldered, devastating in his tailored tuxedo. Dark hair touched with silver at the temples. A face carved from marble, sharp, cold, beautiful in the way a blade is beautiful. But his eyes stop my heart. Gray. Empty. Absolutely dead as they track my approach. When I reach him, his hand closes around mine. Warm. I expected cold. The ceremony passes in a blur. I hear myself saying vows that mean nothing, promising forever to a man I've met twice. His voice is deep and rough when he repeats the words back, with the faintest trace of a Russian accent. Then the priest says those fatal words, "You may kiss the bride." Damian's hand cups my jaw, tilting my face up. His palm is rough with calluses. Scars cross his knuckles. These hands have killed people. Breathe, he murmurs, so quietly only I can hear. His mouth covers mine. The kiss is controlled, claiming, possessive. He tastes like whiskey and something darker. When he pulls back, there's satisfaction in his eyes. Ownership. I'm married. To a monster. And everyone's applauding like this is romantic instead of what it really is. Damian. She's magnificent when she's terrified. Elena Romano, Elena Volkov now, walks beside me down the aisle, her hand rigid on my arm. Chin lifted, shoulders back, playing the part of the blushing bride while fury wars with fear in her dark eyes. The limousine waits outside. The moment we're inside, away from cameras and crowds, she pulls away from me like I burned her. Don't touch me. We're married. People expect. I don't care what people expect. She rounds on me, and there's the fire I was hoping for. You bought me like property. Don't pretend this is anything else. I never pretended otherwise. I pull out my phone, show her a photo. Recognize him. Her face drains of color. That's Marco. My ex. Why do you have? He was planning to kidnap you. Ransom you back to your father. I swipe to the next photo. Marco, tied to a chair, bloodied. I convinced him that was a bad idea. She stares at the phone, then at me. You're lying. Your father's debt made you a target. Being my wife makes you untouchable. I pocket the phone. So yes, you're mine. But mine means protected. Mine means safe. There are worse positions to be in. Like being married to a murderer. I never claimed to be a good man. The limousine pulls through the gates of my estate. But I keep my word. You won't be harmed. Your family won't be touched. You'll want for nothing. Except freedom. Except that. The house rises before us, 20 acres of manicured grounds, a Gothic stone mansion that looks like something from another century. Her eyes widen despite herself. Welcome home, wife. Elena. The reception is a nightmare dressed as a celebration. 500 guests fill the ballroom, dangerous people in expensive clothes, all watching me like I'm a curiosity. The new young wife of the notorious Damian Volkov. I can feel them judging, assessing, wondering what he sees in a nobody college girl. The answer is simple: he sees a debt repaid. Damian keeps his hand on my back as we move through the crowd. Possessive. Claiming. Every touch a reminder that I belong to him now. Smile, he murmurs against my ear. This is a test. Of what? Whether they'll respect you or try to use you against me. A chill runs down my spine. This is my life now. Politics and danger and constant assessment. An older man approaches, Sergei Petrov, according to the whispered introduction. One of Damian's rivals. He looks me over with calculating eyes. A young bride, he says. Easy to mold, I imagine. Something snaps inside me. I'm sure your third wife thought the same about you, Mr. Petrov. Before she divorced you and took half your assets. Silence. Petrov's face reddens. Then he laughs, loud and genuine. She's got claws, Volkov. I like this one. Damian's hand tightens on my waist. Pride. Warning. Both. We dance for the cameras. His hand spans my waist easily, keeping me close. I keep as much distance as possible while still maintaining appearances. You can relax, he says. That's not what I'm worried about. What are you worried about? I look up at him. What happens when everyone leaves? When there's no show left to put on. Then we go upstairs and talk. Just talk. Just talk. Tonight. His gray eyes meet mine. I'm many things, Elena, but not a rapist. The word should reassure me. Instead, it just reminds me of what comes eventually. What he'll expect. What I'll have to give. The reception drags on. More dangerous people, more careful smiles, more playing the part of the happy bride. By the time the last guest leaves, exhaustion pulls at me like a physical weight. Kitchen, Damian says, surprising me. You need to eat. I'm not. You barely touched dinner. Come. I follow because what choice do I have? Watch in confusion as he moves through the professional kitchen with practiced ease, cracking eggs, whisking them with cream. You cook. Grew up poor in Moscow. Worked in kitchens when I first came to America. He doesn't look at me, focused on the pan. Before I found other opportunities. Other opportunities. Crime. Murder. Empire building on blood. He plates the eggs, sets them in front of me. Eat. They're delicious. I hate that they're delicious. Hate that this small act of care makes him seem human. Better. He asks when I finish. No. At least you're honest. He rinses the plate. Upstairs. We both need sleep. My stomach drops. You said. I said just talk. I meant it. He turns to face me. But we share a bedroom, Elena. This marriage needs to look real. I won't touch you tonight. You have my word. The bedroom is enormous. Soft grays and creams, surprisingly tasteful. A massive bed dominates one wall, and I deliberately don't look at it. I change in the bathroom, finding modest pajamas waiting. When I emerge, Damian's already in bed. Shirtless. My breath catches because despite everything, I have eyes. His chest is carved muscle and scars, a roadmap of violence. Which side? He asks. The side that's not here. Left or right, Elena? Left. I climb in, staying as close to the edge as possible. The mattress is huge but feels too small. I can feel his heat, smell his cologne, sense him like a storm about to break. Good night, Elena, he says, turning off the light. Darkness swallows us. I lie rigid, waiting for him to move, to reach for me, to take what everyone probably expects him to take. He doesn't. Minutes pass. My muscles slowly unlock. Exhaustion pulls at me, and I realize I haven't slept properly in weeks. Thank you, I whisper into the darkness. For keeping your word. You're my wife, Damian says quietly. That means something to me, even if it means nothing to you. It means I'm your prisoner. No, it means you're mine to protect. There's a difference. I'm too tired to argue. Sleep drags me under, and my last thought is that tomorrow I'll figure out how to escape. Tomorrow I'll fight. Tonight, I just survive. Damian, 3 days later. She's avoiding me, and it's driving me insane. Elena spends her days in the library, buried in medical journals like she can will herself back into her old life. She's polite when we interact. Coldly courteous. Giving me nothing. We're having dinner together tonight, I tell her, cornering her after breakfast. 7 o'clock. Library. Non-negotiable. I'm not hungry. Eat anyway. I soften my tone. Please, Elena, we need to talk about how to make this work. This will never work. Then how we make it bearable. I step closer. 7 o'clock. She shows up at 7:30. Small rebellion, but I'll take it. Dinner's laid out, Thai curry, her favorite based on my research. She looks at the spread, then at me with suspicion. You're trying to buy me with food. I'm trying to show you I pay attention. I pull out her chair. You can finish your degree. Online classes. Get your pre-med degree, take your MCATs, all of it. She sits slowly. What's the catch? No catch. You're my wife, but you don't have to give up your dreams. I sit across from her. Just adapt them to your new circumstances. My circumstances being captivity. Your circumstances being marriage to me. I meet her eyes. Elena, I'm trying here. Trying to give you something. Why? You have what you want. Why does it matter if I hate you? Because I don't want you to break. Simple truth. I want you angry. Fighting. I want you to stay you, even while you're mine. So I'm entertainment. You're my wife. I search for the right word. My match. Someone strong enough to stand up to me. By force. Yes. By force. I lean back. But that doesn't change what I want this to become. She sets down her fork. And what's that? Real, I say immediately. I want you to choose to stay, eventually. Want you to look at me without hatred. Want. My jaw tightens. Want you to want me back. That's never happening. Probably not. I smile without humor. But I'm patient. She studies me for a long moment. I want to see my family. You said they'd be safe, I want proof. Tomorrow. I'll arrange it. Just like that. You're not a prisoner, Elena. You're my wife. You can see your family, finish your degree, have everything except freedom to leave. I stand, move to the window. Those are your choices. Some choice. More than most people in my world get. Silence stretches between us. Finally, she stands. I'm going to bed. I'll be up soon. She pauses at the door. Why didn't you lie about wanting me? You could have said this was business. Because I don't lie to you, I repeat. You deserve to know what you're dealing with. Better to fight an honest monster than a lying one. You're still a monster. Never said otherwise. Elena, 1 week later. He's watching me again. Not creepy surveillance. Just watching like I'm a puzzle he can't solve. Over breakfast. During dinner. When I'm reading in the library. You're staring, I say without looking up from my anatomy textbook. You're beautiful when you concentrate. Flattery doesn't work on me. Not flattery. Observation. He sits across from me. How's the coursework? Why do you care? Because you care. Therefore, I care. He leans forward. Tell me what you're learning. So I do. Start explaining muscle groups and nerve pathways, expecting him to lose interest. He doesn't. Asks intelligent questions. Makes connections I hadn't considered. You're smart, I say, surprised. Did you think I was just a thug? Yes. He laughs, and the sound does something strange to my chest. I read, Elena. Taught myself everything. Had to survive. Tell me about Moscow. His expression closes. That's not a happy story. I didn't ask for happy. I asked for real. Silence. Then he tells me. About his father, the butcher who drank and beat his family. About his mother dying of cancer. About being 15 and alone in Moscow with nothing. So you came here. Had a cousin in the Bratva. Started in kitchens, but I saw where real power was. He says it matter-of-factly. By 20, I was enforcing. By 25, I had territory. By 30, I'd taken over. That's who I am, Elena. That's who you married. A self-made monster. Exactly. I should be horrified. Am horrified. But also, you could have stayed legitimate. Could have starved. Could have been nothing. He meets my eyes. I wanted to matter. To be powerful. To never be helpless again. And now I'm everything I wanted to be. He smiles without humor. And lonely, before you. You're still lonely. I'm here by force. Less lonely than I was. He stands. And you're talking to me now. Not running when I enter rooms. That's progress. He's right. When did I stop running? When did his presence stop feeling like pure threat? This doesn't mean I forgive you, I say quietly. I know. But maybe it means we can try to make it bearable. Something flickers in his expression. Hope. I'd like that. Dash dash dash. Damien, 2 weeks later. I'm in love with my wife. Complete disaster. She doesn't know. Can't know. Not yet, maybe not ever. She's just starting to tolerate me. Actual feelings would pressure her, manipulate her, make everything worse. But watching her curl up with textbooks, arguing with me about medicine and politics, laughing occasionally at my dry observations, I'm drowning in feelings I never expected to have. Boss, you're gone for her, Mikhail says during our security meeting. She's my wife. She was a transaction. Now you're actually falling. He shakes his head. That's dangerous. That's the kind of weakness people exploit. I know. I've been thinking about that. About how Alina's safety has become more important than my empire. But I can't stop. Don't want to stop. Let's hope it doesn't kill you. In this world, it might. Dash dash dash. Elena, 3 weeks later. I kiss him first. We're watching a movie, some thriller he picked, and he makes a comment that makes me laugh. When I turn to respond, his face is close. Too close. And I'm tired of fighting every impulse. So I lean in and kiss him. He freezes completely. Then his hand cups my face, gentle, careful, and he kisses me back. It's nothing like the wedding kiss. That was performance. This is real. His mouth moves over mine with restrained intensity, like he's memorizing me. When I pull back, we're both breathing hard. His gray eyes are dark, something raw and vulnerable in them. Elena, he says hoarsely. Don't make this more than it is. I just wanted to. You wanted to. His hand covers mine where it rests against his chest. His heart is racing. You chose to. That's everything. I still don't forgive you. I know. But maybe I don't hate you anymore. Not completely. That night, when we go to bed, I don't stay on my edge. I move closer. Let my hand rest on his chest, feeling his heartbeat. Good night, Damien. His arms come around me, careful, giving me space to escape if needed. I don't need it. Not tonight. Thank you, he murmurs against my hair. For what? For choosing this. Even just for tonight. His arms stay around me all night. And I don't pull away. Elena, 1 month later. My mother visits weekly now. Today, she watches me move through the house with familiarity, and something shifts in her expression. You seem different, Miha. Happier. I'm adapted, I say carefully. The word my therapist uses. Does he hurt you? No, never. It's true. He's actually better than I expected. Do you love him? The question hangs heavy. I want to say no. Want to insist I could never love my captor. I don't know, I admit. I don't know how to separate what I feel from the circumstances. Maybe your heart doesn't care about circumstances, my mother says gently. Maybe it only cares about what is. After she leaves, I find Damien in his office. He looks up when I enter, warmth in his eyes. You paid my mother's medical bills. He doesn't deny it. She needed help. So I helped. Why didn't you tell me? Didn't do it for gratitude. Did it because she's your mother, and you love her, and he stops. I move around his desk, step between his legs. Frame his face with my hands. Say it. Elena, you were going to say you love me. Say it. His hands come to my waist. I love you. I'm in love with you. Have been for weeks. I love your strength, your refusal to break, your compassion despite everything. He pulls me closer. I love you, Elena. I know I have no right to. No, you probably can't love me back, but that's the truth. The words hang between us. Raw, honest, completely unfair. But my mother's words echo. Maybe your heart doesn't care about circumstances. I don't know if I love you yet, I say honestly. But I'm starting to. Despite everything, despite every reason not to. I'm starting to fall for you, Damian Volkov. His breath catches. I kiss him before he can respond. This kiss is different, deeper, needier, full of weeks of tension and slowly building feelings. His hands tighten on my waist, pulling me into his lap. I go willingly, wrapping my arms around his neck. What does this mean? He asks when we break apart. It means I'm trying. Really trying. I rest my forehead against his. It means I'm terrified and confused. But it also means I want to see where this goes. I won't let you down. You already did. When you took my choice. I pull back, meet his eyes. But maybe you can spend the rest of our lives making up for it. I'll spend every day trying. We kiss again, and this time when his hands wander, sliding up my sides, tangling in my hair, I don't stop him. Elena, he breathes against my mouth. If we keep going, then don't stop. I'm certain, surprisingly certain. I want this. Want you. Not because I'm trapped. Because I choose this. Choose you. Say that again. I choose you, Damian. Something breaks in his expression. Or maybe builds. He stands, lifting me with him. Where? Our bedroom. Because when I make love to my wife for the first time, it's going to be in our bed, taking all the time we need. He kisses me again, slower. If that's what you want. That's what I want. He carries me upstairs. With each step, I feel my resistance crumbling. This started as a transaction, a prison sentence. But it became something else. Something real. Something worth choosing. Damian. I lay her on our bed like she's precious. Because she is. Stop overthinking, she says, pulling me down. I'm here. I'm choosing this. I don't want to rush. Damian. She frames my face. I've had weeks to work through this. I know what I want. Do you? Yes. God, yes. I want you. Want everything with you. Then kiss me like you mean it. I do. Kiss her deep and hungry, weeks of restrained desire finally unleashed. She meets me kiss for kiss, her hands fisting in my shirt. We take our time, learn each other slowly, what makes her gasp, what makes her arch into my touch, what makes her whisper my name. Every piece of clothing removed is a revelation. Beautiful, I murmur, tracing her curves. You're so beautiful. So are you. All of you. When I finally join with her completely, claiming her in the most intimate way, her eyes lock on mine. I see everything in them, trust, desire, something that might be love. I've got you, I promise. Always. I know. After, we lie tangled together, her head on my chest. She traces patterns on my skin, and I play with her hair. I'm still angry sometimes, she says quietly. About how this started. I know. And I'm still figuring out what I feel. I know. But Damian. She props herself up, looks down at me. I don't regret this. Tonight. Choosing you. I pull her down for a kiss, pouring everything I feel into it. Thank you. For trying. For choosing. For falling for the monster who bought me. She smiles, genuine and real. Against all odds. I'm falling. I'm going to spend my life proving you made the right choice. You better. She settles against my chest. Because I'm all in now. Don't make me regret it. Never. We fall asleep wrapped around each other, her choice and my promise hanging between us. It's not a fairy tale. It's not perfect. But somehow, against everything, we're becoming real. 6 months later. Elena. I'm studying when Damian comes home early with a small wrapped box. 6 months since the wedding, he says. Open it. Inside is a key. Simple, silver. It's the key to the front gate, he explains quietly. You can leave whenever you want. Visit family without permission. Go anywhere. You're not a prisoner anymore. If you want to leave, you can. My heart stops. You're giving me freedom. I should have never taken it. His gray eyes are vulnerable. You chose to stay. Chose me. But I want you to know it's really a choice. You can leave, and I won't stop you, won't hurt anyone, won't do anything except miss you. I look at the key. Freedom. Real freedom. I could walk out right now. But I don't want to. You're an idiot, I say, climbing into his lap. Giving me the means to escape after you finally got me to fall in love with you. His breath catches. What? I love you. The words come easily. I'm in love with you, Damien. Somehow, despite everything, I fell in love with you. He kisses me like I'm oxygen and he's drowning. When we break apart, there are tears in his eyes. I don't deserve you. Probably not. But you have me anyway. I frame his face. I'm choosing to stay. Not because I'm trapped. Because I love you, and this is home, and you're my husband. The real kind, not the forced kind. Elena, I'm keeping the key though. I grin. Just so you never forget I'm here by choice. That I could leave, but I'm staying. Because I want to. Fair enough. He pulls me closer. I love you. More than anything. You're everything. I know. I kiss him softly. Now let me study. I have finals. He laughs, that real, genuine laugh I've come to love, and kisses me once more before letting me return to my books. The key sits on my desk, a reminder of trust, of choice, of love that started in darkness but found its way to light. This is my life now. My choice. My love. And I wouldn't change it for anything.